All right, so hopefully you can see what is going on here. Replacing the steering wheel, so we got to get the airbag out. Battery is disconnected already. Just a few little plugs. Okay, that's removed. We will set this off to the side. Now we got to get the steering wheel out, and then we can get the clock spring out. Alright, so now to get the steering wheel off. Alright, let's go to the auto parts store and buy or rent a steering wheel puller. Alright, so we are back from the store. I went and grabbed a gear puller set. They did not have the master set that is really needed to pull this off. So we're going to try to make a 2-gear puller work. Yeah, that won't work. Okay, so I'm a little further ahead than what I was earlier. So it took some ingenuity and a phone call to get the steering wheel off. The power belt gear puller, it didn't work. So that's where I had to get a hold of an old friend, and we come up with a solution to get the steering wheel off, and it was a pretty neat one. So what we did is, the issue is this is pressed in the splines. Well, the puller kit didn't allow it to come out. So we took a ratchet strap to my roll cage in the back and ran it to the front and hooked it up, and was able to pull with the ratchet strap and off, and it popped right off. So once you get the steering wheel off, then it is time to get the clock spring off. There is 3 bolts to get the clock spring off. Actually, you got to take the plastic off here and here, and that is a T, so maybe a T20, and that gets the plastic off around the steering column, and it also will get the clock spring out. Well, since we are putting in an aftermarket steering wheel, we can't use the clock spring anymore, because you'll end up breaking it anyways. So once you pull your clock spring out, there's little tabs on the back side you can click, and it'll just shoot out. You get a bunch of little parts. I cut the cords here to get rid of the spring itself, or the coil of wires. I just won't plug in the things on the back here. So let's get this put back on. Your turn signals won't click off on their own anymore since you remove the clock spring. That's one downside. All right, so I went with a Kyostar hub. It's supposed to be JK hub, and it looks like it is. So should be able to just bolt that back in, and then my steering hub is in place. I'm gonna go ahead and put some plastic on too. All right, I think we're good there. Go ahead and throw some plastic back on this thing. Well, while we're at this point, let's just go ahead and install the steering wheel adapter. I would treat this kind of like a wheel, where you do your cross pattern torquing. Steering wheel's in. I probably will redo this then, because I don't like how that is not square. Okay, now that should allow steering wheel at center be spot on. All right, so that was other than getting the factory steering wheel off, that was a relatively easy job. If you can get the master puller kit, I'll leave a link to the an Amazon link to it down below. If you can get the master kit from your local store, then that shouldn't be an issue. You know, it's just the 2 bolts on the sides to get your airbag off, and then the center bolt for the steering wheel. Pull the steering wheel, the clock spring, get it off there. You should be able to see it. It's only like 3 bolts to get it out. And then if you buy the proper hub, it's already splined, it'll slide right on. I'll leave a link to everything I've got here. So the hub, the quick adapter, the steering wheel, all of that. Now it's time for me to hook the battery up to it and see and make sure that like my turn signals work and things like that, because I got those 3 things unplugged on the bottom side. All right, so battery is hooked up. Let's key in the ignition. Key in the ignition. Alright, so I might have screwed up. Alright, we're pulling that cover back off, and oh man, and this was the worst part about the whole thing. Alright, so let's see, what do I need to plug in here? Okay, so all 3 plugs have to be plugged back in. I would have never thought that. I mean, I did cut them nice and clean, so let's see if it starts. Okay, that's good. Ignition on. Turn signal works. Wipers work. Headlights are on. Brights are on. Okay. I think I'm gonna put everything back on and we should be good. So if you're in the market for an aftermarket steering wheel of some sort, there is some really nice kits out there. Genrite makes a top of the line, well engineered, race ready, great steering wheel kit. It's out of my price range. There are some that you can weld on. I personally don't recommend that, but you know, it's this kit here. It's a Kyostar, KYO star. The hub, the quick release, all that it's an aluminum. It's nice and light. It bolts up to your 6-bolt pattern steering wheel. They have a Chrysler splined hub, so you can easily just slide it on and bolt it like I did. It's for, I think, all Jeep models, and it saves you a ton of money. I want to say in the hub and the quick adapter is just over $100. The links will be below. And then with my steering wheel, I went through Complete Off-Road, hooked me up with a discount. Nothing like major. I would recommend going through Complete Off-Road. Great company, and you know, I was just up there. Shoot, we're probably closing in on a month ago for the Complete Off-Road experience, where I got to meet all the shop guys, and everybody there are great people. So Complete Off-Road gets my dollar. give them a call, talk to Chris, let him know I sent you. Maybe he'll hook you up with a little something extra too. So we're gonna put this video to bed. We are going to put it all back together and get it out there and test it out. I think I'm gonna like it. Thanks for watching.